It's the Joe Joyce version 2.0. Is it? What's he like then, this new Joe Joyce?
Well, he's pretty much like the old Joe Joyce, but he's just coming off from freaking 2 defeats that he wants to like get back in the mix. Be very happy if Parker knocks out Zhang. Yeah.
Are you going to be sort of messaging him,
I'm
DMing
going to
him?
be getting the little flag. Go on, Joe.
Got disqualified against David Price for biting him on the chest. Are you wary of this, Joe?
A little bit. I've been watching Resident Evil films to like just prepare myself.
Big Juggernaut Joe Joyce.
Yes.
How are you?
Yeah, good.
Good to see you.
Right there.
How's your life?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Just feels like it's been ages since I've seen you.
Yeah, I've been hiding under a rock. I've just re-emerged.
But how's that whole period been for you? I know, like we talk about boxing's snakes and ladders. Last year was a big snake. His name was Zhilei Zhang, and I guess this year is the year of ladders for Joe Joyce.
Of lettuce?
Or letters.
Oh, letters.
Ladders is what
ladders.
Yeah,
okay.
of course, there's always going to be awkwardness in a Joe Joyce interview with myself.
When in Rome, or when in JJ interview, I don't know.
Yeah, so some ladders for you this year, Joe?
There's a big ladder. Yeah, I mean, well, there's not. I mean, yeah, there's plenty of good fights out there, but yeah, I'm just gonna start the year off and get back in there and show everyone I'm still the Juggernaut and I'm still a force to be reckoned with. And like, yeah, it was just unfortunate that I didn't get the win. And like the first fight, I felt like I let myself down a bit, and like I was going for the win, and then obviously had the rematch, and I did everything in my power to get the win, and then he still beat me. So, but yeah, it's just a fight. But now I'm coming back in. I'm gonna have another fight, and then get a nice win, and then there's plenty more fights out there.
Have you look? I'm sure you have watched it back, but like, how many times? Is it something you just watch a couple of times? All right, done now. Let's move on. Or is it something you're studying? Like, oh, this is what I did wrong, or like, how does it work?
No, I've watched it back a couple of times. Not as many as the first fight, but I know. Yeah, you kind of threw at the same time, and yeah, he hit me a lot harder than I hit him, and that was it. But I was, ready, prepared in camp, and I was ready to take the win. Take what I lost back, and like do everything in my power to get the win, and it unfortunately wasn't enough. So, back to the drawing board, and it's a new year, it's a new me, and ready to get back, get lace the gloves up again, and that.
I think about Zhang, Frank's said it a few times, that you might just find like your bogeyman kind of thing, because there's not going to be many, if any, heavyweights out there who are bigger than you, who are southpaw, who are heavy-handed. And
hit really hard, very fast as well. He's very fast.
Yeah. So has it made you sort of question yourself at all, or are you just sort of putting that as an anomaly?
Yeah, I mean, I've had losses in the amateurs against, a few southpaws I can remember.
So, you beat a few as well, though.
Yeah, I beat a few as well, yeah. So, but then like in professional, like when you, I guess since probably Mayweather, like where it's like 50-0, like no defeats, then like everyone's like, oh, he's got a defeat, he should just retire then or something. Like I don't know, but I've had the losses in the amateur, had to like come back and like go to the next tournament, and then obviously I'm more successful there, or even get to the finals and then get beat, or wherever. But it's boxing. You can't win everything, but you can. I mean, but few people do, unless they're very smart in who they matched against, and etc. etc. But I've had four hard fights back to back, and now it's going to be a little bit easier, but I'm gonna have to watch my ears that don't get chomped off, and
Well, I think it's your chest. If you're referring to Kash Ali, your next opponent, who got disqualified against David Price for biting him on the chest, are you wary of this, Joe?
A little bit. I've been watching Resident Evil films to like just prepare myself. Yeah.
Joe, what are you going to do if this man look? He's had plenty of wins since that. He hasn't been biting people. He's a
Oh, that's
resurgent
good.
heavyweight. But what if something does sort of?
Has he got a muzzle like thing? Or no?
We'll have to find out. Unfortunately, he's not here at the press conference today because that would have been a scene. But if something freaky like that does happen, how do you see yourself reacting, Joe?
Well, I don't know. Is that a saying? Tooth for a tooth? Eye for an eye?
Eye for an
I don't
eye?
know. Tooth for a tooth?
Yeah.
Maybe. That's what it could be called, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look forward to it.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think of Kash Ali then?
I haven't. I mean, I've looked a bit of his stuff, and like obviously, I think I was there when he fought Price.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's a decent level opponent. Like he's going to have some challenges and stuff, and this is like my first fight of the year, so I need to make sure I'm switched on, and but yeah, it's good to get back in the ring, and he's a decent fighter, so it'd be good to beat him, and then obviously go on to other things. But obviously got to be conscious of what he's got and what his skills are, and what I need to I just need to make sure that I'm in the best possible shape, and aim to begin as I want to continue or something. I don't know if that's the same, but
I think it's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
There's definitely something in there.
You know what I mean?
But look, what about weight? Because like for the first Zhang fight, it was generally deemed Joe was too light, and then for the second Zhang fight, you put on a ton of weight, but he still was heavier than you. What was the ideal Joe Joyce? Were you too heavy in the second fight with Zhang? Is that something?
No, I don't think I think people worry about my weight too much. It's not. It doesn't really make.
Right.
I think it's based on my performance. If I feel how I feel at the weight, and if I can still move, I'm still mobile, agile at a heavier weight. But then that also means I can maybe soak up more punches and also give harder hits.
So Joe Joyce version 2.0.
2.0?
What's he like then? This new Joe Joyce.
Well, he's pretty much like the old Joe Joyce, but he's just coming off from freaking 2 defeats that he wants to get back in the mix and avenge. Not avenge them losses, but at least get a freaking win back and then go for some of these more lucrative fights.
Well, there's a lot happening, as you can see. I'm sure you're watching all these shows happening in Saudi.
Yeah,
has it
that was
been
great, man.
Has it been difficult for you to watch them all, knowing that you'd probably be in the mix? You'd probably be on one of these shows beforehand.
Yeah, there's plenty of time. I could still be on one of them shows. So, but yeah, it was great to watch, man. I tuned in from 4 o'clock. Watched all of it. It was all heavyweights and 2 cruiserweight.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's great. It's it's a unique moment in time where the Saudis are doing this revolutionary thing with all heavyweight card. When that was, it's really good.
The day of reckoning in particular, it felt like a great night for Joe Joyce's resume. I was buzzing after them 2 victories. Yeah, that was quite good though, in terms of because you knocked out Parker beat Wilder, you've stopped Daniel Dubois beat Miller. These were 2 big winners from the day. You must have just been sat there like, ah.
I know, yeah. Yeah, it's good.
I think you actually ordered them to fight each other, didn't you? And it's a Joe Joyce ordered final eliminator to get a rematch.
Exactly. I think that's a great fight as well. I'm sure I could take it, and then I'll fight the winner. Lovely jubbly.
What do you think your year actually looks like then? Say you come through Kash Ali, you're a big favourite in the fight. If the old Juggernaut still exists, he would have swept aside Kash Ali. How do you see your 2024 going?
So after that, after I beat Kash Ali, then fight someone. I don't know, someone good. Put maybe Saudi. I don't know, and then if that big fight there, and then maybe one just before the end of the year, for another big fight.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe for a title. I don't know. Maybe the first one for a title, the second one for the title. I don't know. You never know. But I'm very confident that I will go on and get beat some more of these guys and be in some big fights.
Well, Joe Parker
and maybe become a world champion.
Still time.
Yeah.
Still time. And we don't know what's going to happen with all of these belts. So the Juggernaut's right in the mix.
Sorry.
It was good. It was great. Joe Parker, he said that it wasn't him in there against you, or it wasn't, it wasn't the same version that fought Deontay Wilder. What do you make of that, and would you entertain a rematch with him at some point? Yeah,
I've got a lot of respect for Joe and equally Wilder as well. But I think, yeah, man, I would like to do it again. It was a tough, grueling fight against Parker, but it was exciting. It was fun, man. I enjoyed fight with him, and yeah, I'd be happy to do it again.
What did you think of his win over Wilder then?
Yeah, great. I was buzzing for him. Obviously, Parker's been a lot more active than Wilder. Wilder's had 2 years off, and he couldn't really, get any of his shots off, or even see them. So, and he's kind of like one of them fighters that, maybe needs to have a bit more practice. But yeah, Joseph Parker, ratings to him, man, for beating Wilder, and and also Dubois as well against Miller. That was a good fight. Miller was tough.
Yeah.
And durable, took it, mate. Them shots the bar was hitting him with, man, allow it. But yeah, it was a good fight as well. Like a great card, man. And I'd like to be in the next one of the next ones. Yeah.
Sort of redemption for Dubois, it felt like as well.
Yeah, he's got a new bird. He's in a good place. Like, yeah, I'm happy for him.
After your 2023. There were calls, I think you referred to it earlier, of he should just retire. Joe Joyce should, he can't walk through punches anymore, so therefore he should just retire. What were you ignoring this? Were you seeing it? And what were you thinking when people were just saying that that's it?
Everyone's got opinion. Opinions are like arseholes, and everyone's got.
And boxing's full of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, good. So you
a lot of characters, a lot of entertainment.
Yeah, but you don't care. You block out all this sort of stuff anyway.
I don't really care. So yeah, I mean, you're only as good as your last win in boxing. Like, if you have a good win, you're right back in the mix again. Like so.
Snakes and ladders.
Snakes and ladders.
What about Joshua and Ngannou? Thoughts?
Yeah, great fight. I think I am looking forward to that. They both can really hit, the heavy hitters, and I think styles-wise, Ngannou being a little bit inexperienced in boxing, even though he started boxing before he got into UFC, and Joshua, like, he's not he actually looked better in his last performance than the previous ones, and like I think. He hits very hard as well, so police spoke.
They come for you. They come for you.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be a great fight, man. And Ngannou, yeah, the way he fought Fury and like got the only knockdown in the fight, I think I think it's a great fight. I'll be looking forward to it.
You expect Joshua to come through that fight?
I don't know. Because if Ngannou hits him with a big shot and like he can't get up from it, then. But then, like obviously, Joshua's got a height and reach advantage. I think.
There's not much in him. I'm not sure if he's got the reach advantage actually.
No. Oh, okay.
He's
yeah,
because they. Long arms, Ngannou.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because he's 6'3" or 4.
Ngannou's meant to be 6'4". Joshua's meant to be like 6'6".
6'6", yeah, 6'6".
At the face-off, there wasn't an awful lot in it.
Yeah, man. So that I think, yeah. There we go. It's like a pretty 50-50 fight.
And what about, there's talk about Parker versus Zhang. I don't think it's been formally announced yet, but this is a guy that you have beaten against the guy that beat you. There's no one better to talk to about.
Come on, Parker, let's go.
Is it revenge? Joe getting revenge on Zhang?
I'll be very happy if Parker knocks out Zhang. Yeah.
Are you going to be sort of messaging him,
DMing
him?
I'm going to be getting the little flag. Go on, Joe.
So Joe is back in Joe.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, give us your prediction for your return against Kash Ali.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good fight while it lasts, and I aim to get the Juggernaut locomotion or
Yes.
something.
Yes.
Jet engine going.
Come on.
Yeah, that's
Pleasure.
sort of like that.
My friend.